Vocabulary time. Yesterday you wrote in your notebook your 5 new vocabulary words for this week. Remember, on Friday we will be having our test over last week's words and this week's new words. Today we are going to add to those definitions by writing in sentences, synonyms, and antonyms. So let's get started. Our words to review for this week are occupation, frenzy, sturdy, saturate, and anonymous. So our first word was occupation, and it meant a person's job. Our sentence is, teaching children is a difficult occupation, but I love it. So teaching children is a difficult occupation, but I love it. In this sentence, they're referring to the occupation as being a teacher. It's the job of the person. Teaching children is a difficult occupation, but I love it. Our synonyms for this word would be job, profession, or career. Profession means what are you a professional at? What do you have a degree in? Or what did you get a certificate in saying that you have knowledge of doing that? That's what a profession is. And a career means what are you doing for your job? What is it that you're doing to make money? So antonyms would be a hobby. A hobby is just something you do for fun. You don't get paid. So a hobby might be reading or taking walks or bird watching. You are not doing that as a job to get paid. That would be an antonym. So again, our word is occupation. It means a person's job. Our sentence, teaching children is a difficult occupation, but I love it. Synonyms would be job, profession, and career, and antonyms are the word hobby. Our next word we learned was frenzy, which was wild or disorderly activity. The toddler went into a frenzy when he did not get his way. Bet you can imagine what that would look like in your head. So the toddler went into a frenzy when he did not get his way. He was acting wild and disorderly, probably throwing a tantrum, which would be definitely a frenzy. Again, the sentence, the toddler went into a frenzy when he did not get his way. Synonyms for the word frenzy would be an outburst or hysteria. Those are our words that mean the same. Outburst means shouting out or being out of control. And hysteria would be causing people around you also to be upset. So that tantrumy kind of behavior, screaming, crying, is causing others around you to feel like something is wrong. The opposite or antonyms would be peacefulness and calmness. So peacefulness, that full means full of. Ness is the state. So peacefulness would be the state of feeling full of peace. And calmness would be the state of calm, which is exactly the opposite of being wild or crazy or causing an outburst. So frenzy again, wild or disorderly activity. The toddler went into a frenzy when he did not get his way. Synonyms are outburst and hysteria. Antonyms, peacefulness and calmness. Our next word we learned was sturdy, firmly built or made. Our sentence is, the chair is sturdy enough to hold the weight of a full-grown man. The chair is sturdy, meaning strong, enough to hold the weight of a full-grown man. So you can imagine, think of like a dad or a larger man having to sit on a chair. You don't want it to fall apart underneath him. So in order for it to be sturdy, it means it's strong. The chair is sturdy enough to hold the weight of a full-grown man. Synonyms for sturdy would be strong or firm. Firm meaning holding it together. Strong or firm. Antonyms, weak, not like the days of the week, but weak meaning unstrong. Unstable, so stable would mean that it's holding it up. So un in front would mean not, so not stable. And wobbly, meaning it's falling all over the place. Those are opposites of the word sturdy. All right, so we have sturdy. The chair is sturdy enough to hold the weight of a full-grown man. Synonyms are strong and firm. Antonyms are weak, unstable, and wobbly. Our next word was saturate, which meant to soak with something. The sentence we have is, I like to saturate my pancakes with syrup. So soak those pancakes in syrup. Some people like a lot of syrup and some don't. I like to saturate my pancakes with syrup. Soak those pancakes with syrup. Synonyms of the word saturate would mean to soak or to drench. Drench meaning fully cover in water or in a liquid. Like when you shower, you are drenched. The opposite or antonyms would be dry. If it's not soaked and saturated, it's dry. So some people like to eat their pancakes without syrup and some like to saturate theirs. So again, our word saturate means to soak with something. Our sentence, I like to saturate my pancakes with syrup. Synonyms are soak and drench. Antonyms is the word dry. And our last word we learned was anonymous, meaning not named or identified. Our sentence, the poem was written by an anonymous author. So meaning that we do not know who wrote the poem. And this happens when stories have been passed down for years and years and generations. We don't know who the original author is, so we would say anonymous. The poem was written by an anonymous author. Our synonyms are nameless, unknown, unsigned. So nameless, less meaning without. So nameless would mean without a name. Unknown, un is the prefix meaning not. So unknown is not known. And unsigned would mean not signed. So not having a signature, knowing who it is. Antonyms are known, named, identified. So if the opposite of not knowing it would be known, the person is named, or we have identified who it is. So our last word again was anonymous, meaning not named or identified. The sentence is, the poem was written by an anonymous author. Synonyms are nameless, unknown, unsigned. And antonyms are known, named, and identified. All right, hopefully you've gotten all those in, and I will see you tomorrow for Wow Word Wednesday.